Hi guys, how you all doing? Welcome back to my channel. So I'm going to be finishing, in this video I'm going to be finishing them custom figures that I was doing. I'll be finishing off them videos, but also as well guys, I might not be able to do a video for a little while, as, well, it'd just be easier if I show you. So, if you're following my channel, you will know that this used to be full of RC cars. Well, I've had to move them for the minute. I gotta move this as well. I gotta move this. I gotta move this box, that suitcase. But yeah, we're gonna be having some work done over here, so I gotta move it all out the way. So I won't be able to do many RCs at the minute because most of them have been put away. Like the only ones I got out is this, them. So I just got all my cozies out there. My FTX, this, this, and them out there. All the rest have been put away, guys. All the other cars are gone. Well, they're not gone, but they're put away. So yeah, for the meantime, I won't be able to do RCs at the minute, guys, until I can put it all back, basically. But even then, I might not put it all back anyway, because at some point I'll have to move, so I'll only be boxing it all back up then. So some of it might even just stay there in storage, to be honest. Why is the light on when I turn it off? Alright, let me grab... Oop. Let's just lift this up a bit. Let's go up a bit more. Let's get up right there. So yeah guys, as I was saying, I thought I'd get back to these custom figures, give you some more tips and tricks and finish it, because these have got to go away as well. So I thought I'd do that before I put them away. And obviously as soon as I can get some of this back out, I'll get back to doing more videos, guys. But all in good time. So with this Wolverine, you can set this belt, you can just take off. You ain't got to worry about this belt. Like, you can just pretty much take it all off and put it on. And this one is using the M34 body, which is the same one I use for my Dutch and whatever, my Batman figure, the one that looks like the Hush Batman. And then this body is the M35 body, which is a little bit more muscular than the M34 body. So I did manage to get this body in these clothes, but they were really tight in these. So I ordered the M34, put him in the M34, and then I used the M35 with this one, because this one's got stretchier material. Makes it a bit easier. And then what I mentioned as well is I said about the popper on the belt. Need a bit more glue, but I poppered it. There's a popper behind there, but I need to re-glue it. I don't want to put it off. But yeah, both figures are pretty much similar, guys. They're not much different apart from the actual suit and what they're made out of. Also, another thing, it might be easier if I just show you. So I mentioned about the hands, guys, and what I've also done, I've done this on a couple of the other ones as well, is when you move this down, obviously you get a bit of a gap and you can see in there. So what I've done is, if I pop his foot on, I'll show you another little trick as well with the feet. Is inside here, what I did was I cut a bit of tape, insulation tape. I just cut a square bit, put a hole in it, put it over that ball joint, then take some more tape lengthways, and I cut it in half and then wrapped it around that square bit that I put in with the hole. So then when you put the foot back on, you won't see all the yellow from the outfit, and hopefully it'll keep it more darker so it won't really show any of the colour. Like you might see a bit of the ball joint, like if you're moving the foot, like, just do it with the one that's on it. Oh, actually, see, it's not too bad. It does it a bit more with Superman. Actually, let me grab him and I'll show you what I mean. So if I was to do it with Superman, you can see the blue. But if I use a bit of tape, I don't know, if I use some red tape, that way the red will blend in with the boot and then you won't really notice it so much. Like I might do that, but I've got to put it away anyway, so I'll worry about that another time. Oh, for God's sake. So yeah, that's one little trick I've done with the feet, like to save like the yellow, because you would see the yellow suit. Like you can see a little bit just there where the tape's not covering it, but when the boot's on, you won't really notice that. So when the boot's on, you won't really notice it. And then when you move the foot, yeah, you might see some of the ball joint, but then what I'll show you as well is how I actually done the feet, because the Crazy Toys, they put the peg in on an angle. There's a hole, like just, oh, I've got to, so the hole would literally be just here, going down on an angle. So I just filled that with hot glue, so that hole was blocked. And then with the figure, with their feet, what I did, say if this is the actual foot that you get on the figure, so you cut the foot here and here to pop out that little round bit that connects to the ball joint. God, this is quite awkward, guys, because I'm trying not to knock. I've got a thin box with nothing in it and it's balancing the camera. And I don't want to knock the box, because if I knock the box, it's going to send it flying. See, there's the little plastic piece that you would get inside the foot. So cut down here, pop it apart, and then you could take that out. Then what I did to actually get the depth is I drilled into the foot in the center first with a smaller drill bit. Then I drilled another hole, again just to widen it, and then I got a drill bit that was roughly the same as this, but there's two little prongs on the outside, so you want to make sure that it will take up them little prongs as well. So I drilled that out. Then all you want to do is come to, when you put it in, when you're hot gluing it in, and kind of see this little recess. So where the shoe comes along here, just sit this just inside it. So it's just kind of concaved a little bit. That's all you need. Don't put it right to the bottom of the foot, because it will interfere with the actual body. If you push that too far down, when you're pushing the foot on, if this is the flesh of the figure, and then say there's a ball joint underneath, if you push it too far, then you're going to have to try and push the flesh up to push the foot on, and then all that's going to do is keep popping your foot off. So literally just recess it a little bit so it kind of sits almost level with this kind of shoe profile. So just kind of do it like a little bit concave so it sits a little bit lower. Hold on guys, I've been talking so much that and it's hot as well. I've also done the same thing with the hands with the tape. You can see just a little bit, just there in that little crease. I just did the same thing. Cut like a square bit of tape, put a hole in the middle, put it over the ball peg, cut some more tape, say like lengthways, cut that in half, and then wrap that around the square bit you've just put over the hole. And then that way, when you're moving his hands about, it will kind of stay almost invisible. Like, you will see it, but it'd be more invisible than if you don't cover it. And another trick I can show you guys as well, with these feet, so you see where I've got the hot glue around here. Like, as you know, hot glue gets quite messy and it gets really lumpy. Once you've hot glued it like that, if you're not happy with how it is, like say it's a bit too bumpy, don't try cutting it and that. Here's a good little trick. Just get a hairdryer and then heat it up. Obviously don't hold the shoe with your fingers because you burn your fingers. Like, hold it, I don't know, with a pair of pliers or something. Use the hairdryer, heat it up until you just see this glue like melting and going transparent, and stop. And then it will come like pretty much all smooth, like how it is in there. So what I could do now is I could paint the inside of this black, and because the inside of here is black, it will kind of blend in, but I haven't painted it, not yet. But I did do it to Superman's feet. If I just quickly show you his one, because I've done it on that one. So if I pop one of his boots on, obviously the only bit I haven't done is the tape around the leg, which is, you can see where it just shows the outfit at the bottom. But if I was to put some red insulation tape around this, like I did on this, so put a square bit across here, then wrap some around here, put this back on, you would probably not even notice. So as you can see, this one's not painted, and then with Superman's I just ran some red paint around it. Like, alright, there's a little bit there where it didn't catch, but you're not really going to notice that, you know what I mean? That's a tiny little bit. Once his foot's on, you ain't going to notice it. And like I said, if I go around, if I do that trick with the square bit of tape and put it around his foot, it will help blend it. And because I painted the inside of the boot as well already, yeah, it kind of blends it in a bit more. But anyway, let me move Superman back out of the way. I just use Superman then, guys, because I already did that trick on his boot. Yeah, I've melted this already by doing the hairdryer trick to get it smooth. And now all I've got to do is paint in here black. And then when that's in there, because it's black, it'll look a bit more better. Let me put his foot back on. And the good thing with these figures, guys, like, they will stand on their own all day long, guys, all day. Look, I'm not gonna lie, I've had my Batman. I did a picture of him doing a high kick. Hang on, I'll see if I can do it with one of these. I'll just use him because he's not on the stand. I don't know if it's gonna work because his shoot's gonna. There you go. And he will stand like that, guys. Honestly, he will stand like it. I had my Batman doing a higher kick than that. Let me just... Right. And then we're Poppy back there. Do you know what, actually? But yeah, guys, that's just a couple of the tricks. This outfit is really quite easy. It's just, when you take these pants off, it's just a little bit of glue there, a little bit of glue on each side, and a little dot on the back. Just peel it off. And yeah, it will. This outfit will fit on the M35 body. Like I said, you can get this on that body, but it will be really, really tight. And the main problem would be this crotch area. It will pop open because it's too wide. And it'll pop open even more if you try putting his gentleman package in there. Like, it will not stay closed if you put that in it. I know, I tried. Every time you try to do it up, it just pops open, so I had to take it out. That's why he's not got a bulge. The heads are quite easy. I actually just cheated and just got... Oh, have I put them away? I just bought some spare ones of these guys. So the ones that will come in your figure, I've already drilled this one out, so it's already wider. So you'll get one like this in the head, but the inside diameter will be too small to go on these ball pegs. So this one is drilled out already. It will probably fit. It might need a bit more sanding in there to actually fit. But I just bought some of these. Like, you can get them on eBay. You can get them on AliExpress. They're just head connectors. So yeah, I just cheated. Just use one of these ones. Like, if you don't want to go drilling that out and all that, you know what I mean? Just buy a couple of these and then you won't have to worry about it. Sometimes also another little trick. Sometimes these can be a bit high. So you can trim them down to lower the head. Or you can, if the head needs to go up a bit higher, put some hot glue into the head, then put your head, like, leave this on the figure, put your head on when you put the hot glue inside, and then just kind of level it to where you need it. Hold it for a couple of seconds, the hot glue will dry, and then your head should be at the height that you want. Obviously, just make sure you blib enough hot glue in there to make it the height you're trying to make. And the good thing with hot glue, you can always take it off and take the glue out, so it's not permanent. Like, and yeah, I've already gave you the tip with the hands. Most of the time, these ball joints are too big for the ball joints on the figure, so a lot of people use hot glue for that. I mean, that's alright, but I'd recommend putting some kind of grease around the ball joint and on the skin if you're going to use hot glue to put the hands on. What I did is I just cut a couple of little bits of heat shrink, put that over the ball joint, pulled the skin down, sort of like on Terminator when he exposes his arm, and then just heated the heat shrink around the ball joint and then pushed his hand on. So, like, they will pop off, but it stays on there pretty good, to be quite honest. Like, it's not too bad. I think that one is starting to pop off, but I'll pop it back on in a minute. But yeah, guys, so I think that's pretty much it. Like, I've already gone over that you need to hollow out, like, the boots and stuff, like these parts of the boots, you need to hollow them out. You might even need to hollow out these a little bit. But a good little tip with that as well, so if you was holding this part of the boot, like this part, when you're dremeling it out, you will feel through the plastic, you will feel the heat. So if you start feeling it getting too hot, just stop, because obviously you don't want to go through the material, but you will be able to feel how much heat is going through that plastic. So just hold it, like keep spinning it, keep going round until you got enough space to clear the calf muscle on the back. And yeah, if you're worried about going through the plastic, you will feel the plastic inside, you will feel this part heating up. So if it starts getting too hot, just stop and then let it cool down and then just grind that a little bit more. Just keep doing that until it fits. But obviously do it a little bit more because you'll have to make up for the suit or the trousers. So just give it a little bit more space. Like, don't do it too much, but just give it a little bit more space. Just allow for that a little bit more space. And it should be fine. Don't worry about it. Like, you seriously can't really mess it up, to be quite honest. It's quite easy. You just got to take your time with it, guys. Don't rush it. And then, just so I can show you what I meant about Batman. So here he is. So he's also got the M34 body like him. Like basically both of these are Arnold Schwarzenegger bodies basically. This is more like the Terminator 1 style and this is Terminator 2 style, I would say. If you wanted to do a Conan figure, like Conan the Barbarian, I'd recommend using this because the muscle definition is more ripped and toned. So it would look a lot better. Anyway, let's once I've done this pose as well, guys, I'm probably going to call it. But I just want to do it so I can show you. Oh yeah. You see? I mean, you might be able to get it a bit higher than that, but I'm just doing it so I could show you that you can do it. But anyway, guys, that is it. I think I pretty much showed you everything. If you want to do one of these figures and you get a bit stuck, feel free to ask any questions. And on that note, thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. And I'll see you next time. And yeah, hopefully I'll get some of these cars back out and get back on some RC videos. But until then, see you later, peeps.